Black Mirror's Common People is one of the darkest, saddest stories I have witnessed recently. This talks about 10 years in our future with people using Neuralink devices and the subscriptions that are going to be associated with these Neuralink type of devices that connect to our brains. Which is pretty interesting because the USS Callister episode also had this storyline with the Neuralink. But in this story, instead of them playing a VR game, this is going to be about the Neuralink that has to do with their health and 3D printing organs. And it has to do with a married couple, and you see how their relationship changes because of their economic status, lack of money, and what they have to do to get money. And they start off as a really happy couple in the beginning who's healthy until she has a brain issue and starts having seizures. And they're able, 10 years in the future, they're able to do a brain scan on the brain and 3D print that area of the brain and have a neurosurgeon implant the 3D area of the brain. And then they have a special Neuralink device that electrically attaches the neuron nerves in the brain together, right? And the way it works is they have to pay a subscription, and according to how much you're paying, you basically increase your distance in an area, because the way they power it is through cell towers. And I know this sounds crazy, but I was looking at this and I was like, you know what? This is already real. Probably for the super rich. But this episode, mark my words, is 10 years in our future. 10 years in our future. And there's some twists that go on in the episode. So they're paying for the cheapest tier, right? And because they're paying for the cheapest tier, what they didn't know is the out of nowhere, her brain automatically starts making her promote advertisements, because she's paying for the lowest tier. So she doesn't even know it, and she is promoting all these different advertisements for big pharma. So, they're both having issues. The married couple, they're both having issues with making money. And it turns out that the only way the husband can make money is by selling his body online. He becomes some weirdo dude on some webcam website doing weird stuff on some webcam website. And it is just so dark the way this story goes. And it just keeps going darker and darker. So you can't argue that this story was not well thought out. This story, Common People from Black Mirror, is gonna horrify you, but not in the sense of a slasher movie or some bloody thing. No, this is gonna horrify you because this is a mirror into what our world is going into. The Black Mirror, literally. So I highly suggest you watch this. And like I said, it's not horrifying because it's not gruesome at all. But the ideas that they introduce of where the American health care system is going and how it's bankrupting people, all right, is scary. So that's why this episode is so scary. It's called Common People from Black Mirror. And you can stream it on Netflix. And yeah, you're going to have nightmares about this one. And not because of a monster, not because it's gruesome. Because this is a future that it's really going to matter that you're making the right money.